We had a phone call yesterday and it said, Mr. Tree, your concrete, sir. Yes. Expected on Saturday. Said, would you like it early? Oh. Okay. When's early? He said about 20 minutes. Oh. Right, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's just do a concrete pour in like now. Hi. I need to speak to you in a minute. I think you'll see why. Yeah, just stay there. Anyway, we just finished it. One of the cats came along and decided to run over it, but luckily she stopped right here and put 2 paws down, look. Yes. Yeah. I think you know what we're talking about, don't you? In fact, it was actually Luna, the other one. 2 paws down, but obviously since then I've edged it. It's only for a summer house, so it's all this to be hidden, and to be fair, if the cats didn't do this, we would have drawn a massive penis in the middle anyway. So, there we go. Absolutely unblemished apart from that. And that in this one. And then there's and then a few across here. And then, I don't know what happened here. Those paw prints go that way. These paw prints go that way. I think there's 2 cats involved in this. Perfect though, look. A little trail. We would have done it. So I don't blame you whatsoever. This was really hard work. I'm not recovered. It's the next morning. I'm just out here kind of checking it out. Yeah, we've got some tidying to do. But there we go. The pad is down and the summer house is expected in about 3 weeks. When they washed out the lorry that was here, so as they call it an 8-wheeler, whatever that means, no idea. I think it means 1, 2, 3, 4 axles. I think that's what it means. I don't know. Anyway, 8-wheeler turning around here, said, can I just like dump out the waste? It's like, yeah, sure. So blurry. Yeah, just chuck it over there by the rocks, please. But they said what he did was went, put a massive mound of, it looked like the Chernobyl elephant's foot thing. It's this horrible blob. And I was just thinking, if that's sets, I don't know how I'm going to smack through it. So I spent the last sort of half hour of last night under floodlights, all out, and just splayed it across here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm kind of hoping that it crushes up and I can repurpose it maybe. Like, I don't know, lift it up, drive over it, crumble it, and use it to fill in some of the holes. So while I'm back here, very, very quickly, it's a slightly different view of the world, I suppose. We've kind of decided here that we know that triangle, I've talked about it before, has got to go. So the road will go straight along that far edge there on the other side of the crime scene. So access will be there, access will be up, and you can turn around in this sort of thing. We'll chop off, I've talked about that as well. We'll chop off this so you can drive up in your delivery thing, turn around, go away. So what that leaves here is from the front of the carport, if we now go straight across, because of course we'll reclaim that bit of the road, so we can go straight across the front of the carport here, and then roughly it'll be out, oh God knows, I'm making this bit up really, back there roughly, and then we can come back in here with another building here, and that frees up access up, turning area, and back out. It leaves a big area in the middle here. I did work it out, I can't remember what it is, something like 11 meters by 7, something like that here. A nice sort of rectangle. We might get a little bit pretty with it, but we'll end up with a nice grass courtyard centre, I suppose, in front of this building. Another building going across there. There'll be something in the corner, or we'll just do an L-shaped building, which I think was actually the last plan. I'm not awake yesterday because of this. Today I will be suffering because this was really hard work. I'm grateful that I don't have to do that as a job. Yeah. Will I do it again? Yeah, probably, but yeah. Oh, low battery on my phone. Oh, don't know if that stopped. Anyway, a little bit more progress, I suppose. I'm wasted today though. That was hard work, no doubt about it. So it's just me and Kate, each had one of these each. And you kind of, he dumps it out and it's a big splodge, and then you have to use that thing, and it's heavy. You have to use it to pull it out to the corners and kind of All gone. Oh yeah, and I also got this. For my troubles, it was pitch black. We had a couple of lights here, so LED floodlighty things. Unfortunately, one of those rakes was leaning up. God knows where it was, but I managed to stand on it. And of course, all you ever know about is when it smacks your head, which it did. Yeah, I wasn't very happy, but there we go. It's done now, isn't it? So there we go. We got the concrete pour done. 3 weeks. They're going to build it. I can't be bothered. We've built one before. It took me about 3 weeks to build one, mainly because Derek, if you watch these, you'll remember this. We this was the old one was 2 skins, not 4 skins. It's 2 skins, and the 2 skins come up very, very quickly. And then the bit that takes the time is the roof. That was like 3 or 4 layers on the roof, where the logs themselves. That's actually quite prick progress. I'm so tired, I can't speak. I haven't had a drink. I've got a sore throat because I was laughing too much with Ryan and Sadie playing Ark Survival and playing dinosaur games last night. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm too old for this stuff. I need to be at peace. Right, later taters. My message really is, look, the base is down, and I would really please appreciate it if spring could come along now. If we're not getting any snow, then bollocks to it. Let's get on with spring, please. Oh, and I had a little chat to a builder who's doing some work over here. He's turned up and said, can I take some more? When I built this, right? When I kind of fabricated this stuff here, it was partly fed by a builder who's just around the corner who turned up and just said, I've got a load of stuff, spoil to get rid of. And I said, what is it? He says, well, it's just topsoil, really. And I kind of thought, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I can use it. So I built all the framework for this. And then he bought a 3-ton swivelly dumper truck full up of topsoil, and he sprinkled it in a lot of that edge all the way down there. And remember, that edge is, I can't remember, 42 meters long, I think it is, that goes down that way. And that's a lot of topsoil to buy. So I was over the moon. It's like, yeah, free topsoil. He did it again yesterday. He came up and said, I've got some more stuff. And he said, oh, not much though. And I thought, okay, well, we've got plenty of space. We'll find somewhere just to put it. I don't know, and just to help him out. He's a nice guy. He's 76, and he basically does all this labor. He does this stuff. He's built a massive extension down there. He just keeps going. He's like a machine, and he's incredible. I'm 53, and I'm knackered. I'm so broke, because my brain still thinks I'm like 23 or something. I don't know. Although perhaps not quite as stupid as I was when I was 23. Anyway, yeah, so just dump it. I don't know. I kind of just, in fact, where the elephant foot was, I said just dump it up where the digger is there. Anyway, I don't care. If we're not here, dump it and we can move around. He said, all right, it really isn't much. It's probably only about 6 or 7 dumper loads. And I thought, hang on, it's a 3-ton dumper. So, oh, that's 20 ton of tops. Okay, I'll have it, definitely. So at some point, there's lots of timber behind here. I need to move that timber out. It would make sense to put it underneath the crime scene thing, just to protect it. This is actually topsoil in these white bags, as in stuff we bought. So it's premium stuff. We use that to put on the final top, because it's all filtered and what's it called, loamy. So it's quite sandy and stuff. That's proper topsoil. So I've got roughly, you know, hopefully, let's say 10 to 20 tons of topsoil coming in. Which I don't know what to do with it, but when you get these materials, yeah, definitely. And if anyone can please answer the age-old question, right? How do I crush this? See that stone there, which is what, about 1 foot by sort of 5 inches, so 30 centimeters by 15. I want to crush it, right? But not just that one, also that one, and then that one. And then these sprinklings, and then some there, and some there, and there's an awful lot up there. There's some bigger ones over there, and then up, you've probably seen them over on what they call the Eagle's Nest, like sprinkling down there. Like that stuff. There's a lot of it. And then up at 5 ways, right in the middle, you know, it's what, 8 foot high, and probably, I don't know, 50 meters by 20 meters of it. There's a massive amount of the stuff. And I haven't worked out how to crush it, because this is what I want. I want this sub base here. I can use this. We've got an awful lot of space here, that we would love to shape. So we've got intentions of putting down, show you this gravelly path here. This stuff here, like it, cats like it. So what we're going to do is do this, and we can always top this back up again. Forget about carport. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm caught with doing something. Right, so this can go down. Now, ideally, you don't want to put that on anything soft. I don't want to bother lining it with, like, you know, a weed suppressant. Did you see that? So what I want to do is put down this type 1 aggregate, this stuff, but it costs 50 quid a bag. £51.30 for this stuff. Yeah, now this is actually stuff that I'd actually scraped out of here. But it'll compact perfectly, and then you can put the gravel on top of it, and it'll be fantastic. It still soaks away. You don't need any planning permission or any of that stuff. So I need to crush this and this and this and all the others, and I can't work out how to do it. So if anyone's got any brilliant ideas, when they say, oh, I've got a machine here you can borrow, and I don't want a sledgehammer, thanks, I've got plenty of sledgehammers. What I don't have is the ability to crush them all. Right, on that note, I think we're done. 11 minutes, that'll do. Right, guys, say hello and goodbye. Baloo? Baloo? All right, later, taters.